welcome to the Witchy Mama channel. So, this is a project born deep out of my soul and my heart. I am so excited to share my story with you and to share all things being a modern witch in motherhood. So, I will tell you a little bit about my background, how I even got here. How did I start practicing witchcraft? How did I know it was for me? And to dispel, I really hope on this channel to be able to dispel any myths around witches and witchcraft and what it has to mean or be or what it has to consist of, because the truth is that to be a witch is really just embodying our divine feminine natures. And a witch is a woman in total control of herself. So I wanted to put that out there first and foremost. This is not about being any perfect way. This is not about perfect spells and rituals. And this is not about being initiated in some fancy way into Wicca or witchcraft or paganism or anything like that. This is simply an exploration of the light and the dark. This is an exploration of our deep feminine nature, of our deep feminine essence, and an exploration of working with all of the earth energies that are all around us, the goddesses, Mother Nature, Mother Gaia, the elementals, the fairies, all of the spiritual energies, the angels as well, all of the spiritual energies that are always all around us and willing to help us in here in our journeys on earth. So this channel is really going to be an open-minded exploration, as well as provide education and support for those of you out there that are intrigued and feel called to explore the more mystical sides of life all around you. And so my journey largely is focused around nature, being one with Mother Nature, being in tune with the spirits of Mother Nature, working with spells and manifestations around nature, calling things in during certain seasons. So, right now, we just shifted from the winter season to spring here in the northern hemisphere. So, this is a really big time, a cycling of energy, of letting go of the old and calling in the new. So I focus a lot around the seasonal energies and working with everything we have in nature to really bring that mystical side in on a personal level, also to feel connected to something greater than myself. And so I am going to go into a lot of history and background of why I arrived at this, and I'll be putting out different videos for that. But for now, I just want you to know that if you are watching this video, if you stumbled across this video, you are probably here for a reason. And that reason is to explore the depths of your soul and to find what is really calling to you to be released, to be expressed in your fullest divine feminine expression. So that is why you're here with me today. And I would love to help you along your journey. So follow along this channel for guided, intuitive card readings. I pull on oracle and tarot cards. I'll also be featuring self Reiki sessions where I transmit some Reiki energy through to you, meditations, self hypnosis sessions to help you clear out any stagnant energies, to help you reprogram your subconscious beliefs that might be holding you back from stepping into your full divine feminine expression. Also, like I said, I'll be posting some educational videos, education around witchcraft, practicing witches, what we modern witches like to do, some ideas for spells, for nature magic, for working with the elements and the seasons. And I will especially be posting a lot around the Wheel of the Year. So, the Wheel of the Year, and I'll do a separate video on this, but the Wheel of the Year is basically the witch's calendar of all of the special holidays and season changes and nature happenings that occur because we follow the cycles of nature in our spiritual beliefs and practices. So I will be posting a lot around that. And so now I just want to tell you a little bit about why I'm even here today. How did I even create a channel like this? Why is it important to me? And all those things. So I so my background actually is that I grew up in the Catholic faith. I attended Catholic school for 9 years throughout all of my early elementary education. And I was constantly questioning beliefs in the Catholic faith. I was constantly questioning why I had to do things. Why did I have to send my prayers up to a male god in the sky that I didn't even know, that I had no clue who he was? Why did I have to confess my sins to a priest in a confessional inside the church? Why did I have to do these things? It didn't feel right to me. It didn't feel natural. It didn't feel like something that I wanted to practice. So after leaving the Catholic school, I went on to high school. I went to a public high school, and I started growing further and further away from my Catholic background. I didn't attend church anymore. I didn't really practice any of the beliefs in the Catholic Church. I kind of completely walked away from religion as a whole. And throughout high school, I explored some of the witchier sides of things, but I didn't get really deep into it. But I knew that I was attracted to something more, to something deeper. So I went through high school, I got to my 20s, and I like to say that in my 20s, I felt really lost. I really felt a sense something was missing entirely. I really felt lost. I didn't feel like I knew what direction I was going in at all. I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. I hopped around from job to job, just not happy. I couldn't find that thing that brought me joy in the personal realm, right? I did meet my amazing husband in my mid 20s, so that was one good thing that came out of it. But overall, I just felt like I wasn't connecting to a higher source. I was just disconnected. I was not I was not fully expressing who I was inside. So, fast forward some years, then I got married to my husband. We had a beautiful daughter. She's now 7 years old. When I became a mom, it was like my whole world had changed. my whole world around my identity, who I truly was, what I truly wanted, what I desired. At the time, I was working another corporate 9 to 5 job, and that just wasn't bringing me the joy that I really desired. It wasn't bringing me the fulfillment, the creativity that I really truly desired. So after I had my daughter and I went back to work for maternity leave only after about 9 weeks of being home with her, I thought it was not enough. Like, I was so sad that I couldn't have more time with her at home. But I returned to work and I went into this deep sort of, I think it was a combination of postpartum depression and anxiety coupled with not feeling fulfilled in my career. And so I went into this sort of identity crisis. Who am I? Why am I really here? What am I really doing? What is my purpose? So I knew after becoming a mom, that was one of my purposes, was to raise my daughter and to raise her as a good citizen and to nurture her and to raise her to be emotionally emotionally safe and free, right? Because a lot of us in the previous generations, we come with these triggers and traumas and generational traumas that I decided from the beginning that I am going to be the cycle breaker on all of this. So that was definitely one of my purposes that I leaned into, was raising my daughter. But at the same time, something else was calling to me, and there's a deeper, there, I shouldn't say deeper, but another secondary purpose for my life here on earth. And that is to teach other women and other moms around the world and to help support other moms around the world in discovering that there is so much more to life than just what we see in society and what we're preached to and what the patriarchy tells us we are supposed to be doing and how we're supposed to act and what we're supposed to wear and what religion we're supposed to be, and don't do that because don't practice tarot cards because it's the devil, and but don't be too righteous and too into a religion because it's a cult. So it's like I was tired of the being told what was right and what to do all of the time. And so I just had this massive just realization I was supposed to be doing something on my own, that I was supposed to be leading other women to be more, to tap into their intuitive power, to tap into their higher selves, and to create their own path, take back their personal power, create their own path and their own way of being here on this earth in these very short years that we're here on earth, right? So I created a blog when I was still working in my 9 to 5, and that's how my online career got started. So fast forward to a few years, and I'm now an intuitive empowerment coach for moms, as well as a holy fire Reiki healer and a hypnotherapist and energy healer. So that is why how I got here today. But additionally, back in November of 2022, I seen that an entrepreneur I really admired, who is also a career tarot reader and astrologer for women. So she posted that she was doing a month-long course on awakening the witch within. So immediately I felt drawn to that. I felt so drawn to that, like I was supposed to be taking that course. So I signed up and I went through the course. And at the end of the 4 weeks, I initiated myself as a witch. And I will tell you that I do not call myself a specific type of witch. There's some green witches. There's some, nature witches, plant witches, um, witches that have specific things that they do and purposes. I call myself more of an eclectic witch because I like a lot of different things. So it's hard to put a label on it, but I love crystals, tarot, oracle cards. Um, I also work with angels and higher light sources, and I am a Reiki practitioner and a hypnotherapist. So I work with deep subconscious reprogramming. So there's a lot of different things I bring around into my business and into the people I help. It's hard to put a label on it. And I think that's what I also want to talk about in this channel as I go along, is how often in society we just want to put so many labels on everything, and it doesn't have to be that way. We can just be out there in our full expressions of ourselves as ourselves without putting those labels on everything. So I'm really excited that you're here. I would love to get to know you. Drop me comments below and let me know who you are, where you're from. And also, you can follow along with me on Instagram at Modern Witch Mama. My regular Instagram for my business is at kelly.femrite. And my website is kellyfemrite.com that has all my resources, support, all of my programs, my sessions. And I'll be popping up another video later today all about the spring equinox and Ostara. Ostara is the term in the witchy world, if you will, for the springtime. So, for the return of the sun as winter turns to spring, that is celebrated as Ostara. So, I will be posting a video later today on that and the significance of it, some things and some ways you can celebrate, a couple of rituals, and a spell you can do. And additionally, I'm going to be posting, I think I mentioned this, but I'll be posting intuitive card readings up here a few times a week. And those will be for the collective, but also I'll probably start doing for each zodiac sign as well. So I'm so happy you're here. Say hi in the comments below, and I will catch you on the next video.